Greetings, children, it's me, Captain Disillusion, and
I'm Holly, where this is and always has been my thing.
I'm here to warn you that the universe itself is an unreliable narrator.
Consider the mysterious phenomenon known as the Mandela effect, when people inexplicably share identical memories of things that never happened.
Remember the Genie movie starring a black guy who isn't Shaquille O'Neal and the movie is not called Kazam?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't exist.
What?
Mandela effect.
Hey, you know how the Kit Kat logo is spelled with a dash?
Of course, that's one of the main things that I know.
Wrong. There was never a dash.
Ah!
Mandela effect. The term comes from the fact that many white people clearly recall the South African revolutionary Nelson Mandela dying in prison in the 80s instead of as a free man in 2013.
Examples are too numerous and consistent to be dismissed as simple misremembering of basic facts, and no one is immune.
Have you ever quoted Hannibal Lecter saying, "Hello, Clarice," in Silence of the Lambs? I'm sorry, but he never actually said that. Check the film.
Do you picture C-3PO as all gold? I'm afraid his right leg has always been silver, except when they forgot about it in the prequels and made up a backstory later.
It appears you've been affected.
But don't panic. The unthinkable hasn't happened. You are not wrong. It's just that the entire universe around you is the wrong universe.
At some point, you slipped out of a time stream where things are the way you remember, and into this one, where things are different in tiny ways that don't impact history but make you just a little bit special.
Either that, or it's a corporate cover-up, like when they retroactively changed the Berenstain Bears to the Berenstain Bears to make them sound less Jewish. I mean, come on, who has the name Berenstain? The authors of the books? Whatever.
Or how my eyes have been retroactively changed to green in all previous Captain D videos to make me look more Irish.
The reality of the Mandela effect cannot be denied. It has an official website.
Countless blog articles.
And a support group of sorts on the most welcoming platform on the internet, Reddit. They don't do that for just anything.
You're not alone. I'm with you.
And as one sufferer to another, I make a humble request.
That you please.
Just stop it.
Enough
Just
with this
stop
crap already. Seriously.
This is dumb. The Mandela effect is not a medically recognized psychological phenomenon. It's from a blog started by a self-described paranormal consultant, Fiona Broome, a name which fits nicely among Disney Afternoon's janitor-based villains like Winifred from Chip 'n Dale's Rescue Rangers and Ammonia Pine from Darkwing Duck. Her main gig is writing tips on ghost hunting for beginners, but in 2010, she stumbled on a new marketing opportunity.
She proposed a catchy name and a sexy paranormal hypothesis for an effect that has a much simpler explanation.
Which is that we're not special, and our brains all fail at memory in the same predictable ways. We reconstruct memories each time we recall them, and we're prone to adopting the recollections of others as our own.
Think of the thousands of unrelated commenters misspelling your as your under this video.
Or millennials quoting classic movie lines they've only heard in SNL parodies, which they only saw because it was trending in their feed. To them, life is like a box of chocolates, and Luke, I am your father, and play it again, Sam, are all things that characters said.
It doesn't take an alternate universe or a global conspiracy to accept that all these people arrived at the same incorrect notions independently.
But when you Google the fascinatingly mysterious Mandela effect, 14 out of the 20 examples in the BuzzFeed article that comes up as the top hit are all about tiny spelling errors and movie misquotes.
Fruit Loops was always written with 2 O's. Time to argue about the nature of reality in this comment thread.
The other examples are all about similar visual minutiae, whether cartoon characters had monocles or tails or spots on their tails. I want to throw a refrigerator through a window.
And of course there are the obligatory Shazam starring Sinbad and Nelson Mandela's death date examples that are totally not racist. Some people also remember Rodney King dying in 1993.
And this is where Ammonia Pine, Fiona Broome, and anyone else who promotes a metaphysical explanation of the effect roll their eyes.
You don't understand at all. We're not saying we're definitely right, or that people don't make mistakes, or that things didn't happen the way history has recorded them, sweetie. We just want you to be open to the possibility that something odd may or may not be going on. It's just interesting to think about.
Reacting to recent criticism in the media, Fiona wrote, "The Mandela effect is quirky. It's weird. It's fun if you step away from the topic and look at it intellectually. This site has been based in, okay, what if alternate memories are mostly accurate? What if alternate realities exist and we can interact with them? Then what?"
Well, let's see. If Nelson Mandela died in prison during the 1980s, then I guess he never became the first black democratically elected president of South Africa. It's just interesting to think about.
If the Berenstain Bears were secretly renamed for marketing purposes, then their creators, Stan and Jan Berenstain, must have changed their name too. And maybe the Holocaust didn't happen in this time stream. I mean, who's to say? It's just interesting to think about.
If Shazam starring Sinbad was the film everyone remembers, then the How Did This Get Made podcast never did an episode about Kazam starring Shaq, with TV writer Kate Cannon as a guest, causing her to fall down the stairs that day, having never completed the final draft of Pitch Perfect 3, leaving out a pivotal scene that inspires Chairman of the House Judiciary Committee Bob Goodlatte to believe in himself enough to greenlight presidential impeachment. It's just interesting to think about.
See, there's only one reality, one kind of facts, without alternatives. Being fascinated with a quirk of the mind is great, but if your explanation for it blows right past Occam's razor to inter-universe leakage, it's kind of a problem for the rest of us.
It encourages sloppy, uncritical thinking, which is never a good thing. Knowing how to distinguish what you think is real from what is real is the most important skill in the universe. I'm saying that, and I'm an actual goddess.
By the way, in Holly's time stream, Reddit has a different name. Instead of red, it's blue, and instead of it, it's me, because it's a forum for people who did that last night.
He's joking. He's actually very grateful, but a personality disorder prevents him from expressing genuine affection.
You wish, you terrible enemy whom I hate.
As for the term Mandela effect, just keep in mind.
When you popularize it, the only thing you accomplish is helping this woman use this website to sell this shirt. But now I'm afraid it's time for me to go, kids.
An attorney in Memphis wants a recovered memory admitted as evidence in court. Remember, love with your heart, use your head for it.
Not so fast, Wally.
Captain!